Alright everyone, welcome back to another video, and today what I have for everyone is my full review of the SoundPEATS Q30 HD Plus truly wireless Bluetooth earbuds. So I've had these earbuds for a good amount of time. I feel like I've gathered all my thoughts and opinions on them, and that's what I'm going to share with everyone today in today's full review. So hopefully by the end of this video here today, you guys and gals know if these truly wireless earbuds are worth picking up. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump into today's full review. Now, the first thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall build quality and design of these earbuds right here. Now, build quality wise, these earbuds are built out of a combination of plastic, glossy plastic, texturized rubber plastic, and small bits of aluminum. Okay, now the main housings themselves are made out of aluminum, but the earbud tips, in terms of the tips, are made out of plastic, but it's grippy texturized plastic. The earbud hooks are made out of grippy texturized plastic, and then the inner housing has small bits of aluminum there instead of plastic. And then we got a magnet on the outer side of the earbuds so you can magnetize them together. But in terms of the build, that's the combination in terms of the build quality that we have here. Combinations of plastic and small bits of aluminum and magnets. Now, in terms of the overall build quality, I feel as though SoundPEATS did a great job with the build quality on this one. The build quality on these is top notch. These are very lightweight and comfortable, which makes them extremely good for extended listening sessions. Alright, and in terms of the design, I have to say I really do like the design on these, especially with the ear hooks that hook to the inner part of your ears instead of hooking over the outer part. Okay, and I'm also a big fan of the design because they have clicky, physical, tactile buttons here, right, with a really nice inline microphone right here and USB Type-C built in. So in terms of the build quality and design, I feel as though SoundPEATS did a top-notch job with their Q30 HD Plus truly wireless Bluetooth headphones. Okay. Now, moving on, let's talk about the overall core features in these earbuds. Let's go. Core feature number one, these bad boys do incorporate Bluetooth 5.2 on board, and they have a standard range of 10 meters or 33 feet. Okay, so not the latest and greatest Bluetooth, but for what it is, it's actually really good. Okay, in terms of waterproofing, because these are marketed as workout earbuds or headphones or earphones, I just call everything earbuds at this point. These have IPX5 waterproofing on board, so these are fully waterproof. Okay, anything over IPX4 is fully waterproof, right? So that means that you can fully submerge these, and as long as you dry them off, everything should work perfectly fine. Okay, and I gotta be honest with you guys and gals, I've taken this on a variety of different workouts and I haven't had any issues. Alright, so these do have IPX5 waterproofing built into them. Okay, other than that, they do have a really good 10 nanometer driver built into the buds as well, and they do have Qualcomm's modem chip in here for enhanced audio, as well as aptX HD codecs, so you're supposed to be able to get really good sound with these, and you do. Okay, we're gonna expand on that as we go throughout this review, but that's what we have in terms of the drivers and the codecs. Okay, and they do have a really nice built-in mic, as I said before, a nice built-in inline mic. Okay, we're gonna get into talking about the microphone performance and all that good stuff as we go throughout this review. But in terms of the core features, that pretty much runs through all of them. And honestly, for the style of Bluetooth earbuds that these are, SoundPEATS pretty much packed in a really solid core baseline feature set for these earbuds. Okay, let's keep it moving now. Let's go. Now let's talk about the overall sound quality, the volume, and the bass on these earbuds. Now, if you want a more live impressions, I did do a full dedicated fit and sound demo, and I'm just reiterating my opinions from that video, but I will have that video linked up down below in the video description for y'all to check out and hear how the earbuds sound for yourself to the best of my ability. But in terms of the overall sound quality, I would have to say it is good. I did hear a noticeable amount of distortion on the low and the high ends of the volume spectrum when I was using the earbuds, but it didn't take away from the overall user experience. But I did notice it, and to be honest with y'all, I was very surprised because I've reviewed a lot of earbuds, and for the most part, the sound quality on a lot of modern earbuds is actually really good. You really don't get too much distortion on the low or the high end of the volume spectrum. So for me to run into it on these earbuds, it kind of really caught me by surprise. So I would say the overall sound quality for these earbuds is just good. Okay, moving on, talking about the volume for these earbuds, I'd have to say the overall volume on these earbuds is actually top notch. I had no issues drowning out my surroundings when I was using these earbuds, whether that be in the gym or just around the house at home, watching my favorite movies on Netflix or Hulu, or streaming my favorite music on Pandora, Spotify, or YouTube Music. No issues with the overall volume. The volume on these is actually top notch. Okay, now let's talk about the all-important bass on these, right? And I'd have to say overall the bass on these is just good. Okay, it's noticeable, you can hear it, but at least in my opinion, it's missing a lot of punch, and it does sound a little soft to me. So overall, I would say the bass on these is just good. Now, taking into consideration how I feel about all three categories, I would have to say that knocks everything down 1. Okay, so since the sound quality was good, okay, that knocks the volume down 1. So the volume goes from top notch to really good. And since the bass was good, that also knocks the volume down 1. So that brings the volume down to good. So across the board here, I would have to say when we talk about the overall sound quality, bass, and volume of these earbuds, I would have to say it's just good across the board. Is it perfect? Is it top notch? No. Can it use some improvement? Yes. But for what it is, it's good across the board in all three of these categories, in my opinion and based on my experience. Okay, let's move on now. Up next, let's talk about the overall microphone performance, or i.e. the overall mic quality. And I have to say the mic quality on these earbuds is top notch. Now, I did a lot of phone calls, primarily video calls, but I did a lot of phone calls, and microphone performance was top notch. Callers said I sounded very loud, crisp, and clear. They had no issues hearing me. I had no issues hearing them. And in terms of dictation, dictating my text messages, dictating my emails, I had no issues. All right. Aside from the fact that Siri and iPhone dictation is garbage, I had no issues. But Google dictation on my Pixel device was pretty much flawless. All right. Apple, y'all need to step your dictation game up, okay? But other than that, talking about the mic performance on these earbuds, it was top notch and I didn't have any issues, okay? Up next now, let's just go over the steps to pair these earbuds, and then we're going to go over the Bluetooth earbud button controls, and then we're going to continue on with the rest of this review. So talking about the steps to pair these earbuds, these steps are pretty much universal. They'll work on iOS, they'll work on Android, they'll work on Windows, they'll work on tablets, they'll work on laptops, they'll work on desktops. Anything with Bluetooth connectivity, these steps are going to work. They'll just look a little bit different depending on the OS or operating system that you're using. So the steps are the same, but Android looks different from iOS, which looks different from Windows, so on and so forth. But you follow along with the overall general steps and you should be good to go. Alright, today I'm going to be demonstrating on an Android device. This is my Google Pixel 6a, and I'm going to be demonstrating on an iOS device. This is my iPhone 11. Okay, now the first thing we want to do is prep our devices to connect to the earbuds. To do this, let's do Android first. We just want to wake it up. We want to unlock it. Now on your home screen on your Android device, you just want to swipe down twice to bring up your quick toggles, okay? You want to tap the Bluetooth quick toggle once to turn it on. Then you want to press and hold to take you into the Bluetooth subsetting menu. And then you want to tap on the option that says pair a new device, okay? That puts your Android device into pairing mode, and you can see it's scanning for nearby Bluetooth devices. So your Android device is ready. Okay, let's rest that down. Now we're going to do a similar process on iOS. Okay, so first things first, we want to wake up and unlock our iPhone with our face unlock. So let me hold it off camera real quick. Okay, and it scans, and we're in business right there. Boom. Next, you want to swipe down from the upper right hand corner to bring up your action center or your quick toggles area. So we swipe down. Then you want to tap on your Bluetooth quick toggle once, give it a couple seconds, let it turn on. Then you want to press and hold on it. That takes you into the Bluetooth subsettings. Press and hold on it again, takes you deeper into the Bluetooth subsettings. And then down here, you want to tap on Bluetooth settings. Okay, that will take you into the main Bluetooth settings for your iOS device. And then here you can see now your iOS device is scanning for nearby Bluetooth devices. So your iOS device is ready. Okay, now let's put the earbuds themselves into pairing mode now that our devices are ready. Now to do this, all you want to do is power on the earbuds by pressing and holding the play pause multifunction button here. You're going to get some audible prompts. The first one is going to say powered on. Then you can either just wait for it to go into pairing mode, or you can keep holding it and then it will go into pairing mode. So let's do this real quickly. Pressing and holding. Powered on. And then we just want to wait. And it will go into pairing mode after a couple seconds. Okay. All right. And she's in pairing mode. Okay. And the whole reason why I know she's in pairing mode is because it popped up on my devices. So you can see down here, it popped up right there. And down here, it popped up right there. Now, unfortunately, with these earbuds, okay, it cannot connect up to two devices to be used simultaneously across both devices. So you can only connect up and use one device at a time with these earbuds, okay? But let's do iOS first. So you can see the name of the earbuds popped up. So the SoundPEATS Q30 HD Plus right here. So we just tap on that. That will initiate the pairing process, and now you can see is connected to our iOS device and ready to be used. All right, now to put it back into pairing mode, we got to toggle off Bluetooth on our iOS device. Okay, so we'll turn off Bluetooth. That will put it back into pairing mode. You can see our light will start flashing again. That means that the earbuds are back into pairing mode. Okay, and then you just want to tap on the same option on your Android device. Okay, now I don't know why my software is bugging out on my Android device. I don't know why it's popping up multiple times, but we just want to tap on it one time. Then you'll see a pairing confirmation dialog box pop up. So we just want to tap to confirm the pair. So we tap pair to confirm the pairing, and you can see now it's paired to our Android device. And inside of Android, you do get a nice visual representation of the paired device. So you can see active, and it tells you the battery percentage, all inside the Bluetooth subsettings menu on your Android device. And then if we go home and we swipe down twice, inside of your quick toggles for the Bluetooth, you can see the name of our connected device right here. And again, you can see the battery percentage, all inside of the Bluetooth quick toggles right there. Okay, really good stuff right there. And then for your Pixel devices, you can also see your connected device and the battery percentage right from the home screen with the Google widget. Okay, this goes away after time, but that's really, really nice. You get to see it for a little bit after you connected it up on your Pixel devices. Now, I just want to show you something real quick on iOS that I forgot. And you can see it disappeared. So it only shows you that for a couple seconds when you first connect it to your Android device. But if you want to see it, you can see it always in your Bluetooth quick toggles area. Okay, so good stuff there. Now there's something I forgot to show y'all on iOS. So let's turn off Bluetooth again. That will put the earbuds back into pairing mode. Okay, let's flip this over. Let's turn on Bluetooth on iOS. So turn Bluetooth back on, and it should automatically pair back up. If it doesn't, you could just tap on it to begin the pairing process, and you can see it reconnects. Now, on iOS, right, you can see the battery percentage for your connected Bluetooth earbuds from the quick toggles or action center area by swiping down. You can see we got a nice visual representation of the earbuds right here with the headphone logo and a small battery percentage indicator right next to it. And then on our lock screen, okay, you can see the battery percentage for your connected device right here on the lock screen on your iOS device. Right? Really good stuff there. Really good stuff there indeed. I forgot to show y'all that. So I wanted to show y'all that real quickly. So now let me turn off Bluetooth again. And we can continue on with the rest of this review. So now Bluetooth is off. So that, guys and gals, goes over how to connect your earbuds to your iOS device or your Android device. And again, these steps will work even if you have a Windows device or you're using a Windows tablet or any other Android device or an Android tablet or an other iOS device like a MacBook or things of that nature. These steps will work. It just might look slightly different. Okay? Now what I want to do for everyone, I have previously recorded the next section of this full review where I walk everyone through the overall Bluetooth earbud button controls. So I'm going to go ahead and put in that clip into the full review now, and I will be right back with the rest of the full review once that section is done. So I hope y'all enjoy this next section. I hope y'all find it helpful, and I will see you guys on the other side. Alright everyone, now in this portion of the full review video, I just want to take everyone through the Bluetooth earbud button controls for the SoundPEATS Q30 HD Plus truly wireless earbuds. All right, so I'm gonna take you through all of the Bluetooth earbud button controls, all of the phone call controls for your SoundPEATS Q30 HD Plus. All right, so quick verification and then we'll jump into that portion of the video. So you can see we have my iPhone 11 in the video here today, and then if I swipe down, you can see here, just for verification, it is connected to my Q30 HD Plus. Let me zoom in there so y'all can see that better. So you can see that right there. It is connected. Okay, let's zoom back out. Just wanted to show y'all that. Let's zoom out now. Okay, and you can see I do have my favorite or liked playlist pulled up, and I'm gonna take y'all through the earbud button controls now. And one of the things that I absolutely love about these SoundPEATS truly wireless Bluetooth earbuds is, first of all, they got the controls right? So you can control everything on your device from the buttons here. So we have play or power on in the middle. It also works as play pause in your Google Assistant button or your Siri button. Then we have volume down on the bottom. I do apologize, black doesn't show up too well on camera. It also works as volume down or restart in previous track. And then we got volume up at the top, which does volume up. And then it also does next track. So I'm gonna walk y'all through all of the button controls now, right? So as the name implies, the middle button is your play pause button. So I can press it once and you can see the music starts playing there. Okay, beautiful song, by the way, beautiful song. I can press it again and it pauses. So you can see I press it again, it pauses. All right, then we can turn the volume down with the bottom button. So I press it once, you can see the volume goes down. Okay, I actually got to play the music first, so let's play the music again. And then if I press the volume down button once, you can see the volume goes down there. Do it again, volume going down, volume going down, volume going down. I can do the top one, press it once, the volume going up, volume going up, volume going up, volume going up. You can see it there. Now, if I want to go to the next track, it's just a long press on the volume up, and I'll get a little prompt in my earbuds, and then it will go to the next track. So let's do that now. So press and hold. Okay, got the prompt, and we go to the next track. Another beautiful song, by the way. I love that song. So I could do that again, press and hold. Okay, got the prompt, and we go to the next track. One of my favorite songs right here, right? And then if I want to do it the reverse way, I press and hold once. Okay, it restarts, and then I press and hold again on the bottom, and then now it goes to the previous track. So let me show y'all that again. So I'm gonna let it play for a little bit. Okay, press and hold once. Got my prompt, press and hold again. Got my prompt, and we go back to the previous track. That's it. It's as easy as that. And then to get my assistant, it's just a double tap on the play pause button. So a single tap does play and pause, and a double tap brings up my voice assistant. So let's check the weather for today. Let's do this. 1, 2. What's the weather like today in Palm Bay? And there you go. It's just that easy. Thank you, SoundPEATS, for doing button controls right. This is all the main functionality that you would want out of your Bluetooth earbuds, with the nice, seamless, and easy tactile buttons, and everything is easy and learnable, even for somebody with disabilities. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. All right. So that, guys and gals, does it for this portion of the video. I hope you guys and gals enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. I'm gonna throw up the phone call controls in the video. It's just as easy as everything that I went through, and then I'm gonna jump back into the full review. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright everyone, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed that last section of the full review, and I hope y'all found it helpful. Now let's continue on with the rest of the full review. Let's go. So up next now, I want to talk to everyone about the overall Bluetooth range and the overall Bluetooth strength. Now, as I said earlier, these particular earbuds have Bluetooth 5.2 Bluetooth 5.2 technology built into them. Y'all know I struggle talking sometimes, I do apologize. And they have a standard range of 10 meters or 33 feet. And in my particular testing, that range number is spot on. So as long as my connected device was within that designated range, I didn't have any issues. The minute I got outside of that dedicated range, however, I started to have connection issues. They started to disconnect. It started to get crackly and poppy for the connection. So as long as you stay within that 10 meter or 33 foot range, you should be good to go in terms of the overall Bluetooth range and strength on these. Okay? So that's basically what I would call really good Bluetooth range and strength, because it's exactly as advertised. Now, if it was a little bit better than advertised, then I would call it top notch. But because it's exactly as advertised, I would have to say the Bluetooth range and strength on these is just really good. Okay, let's move on now. So up next now, let's talk about the overall durability of these earbuds. And this is a really important category, at least to me, because y'all know, maybe you're new to the channel, but I am Mr. Super Clumsy. So it's just a matter of time before I drop these things. And especially with an integrated loop style like this, oh, y'all best believe I was snagging this cable on everything. I even snagged it on myself. I almost choked myself a couple times with this. And I'm not gonna edit it out, but y'all will see, or maybe you watched already, but when I did the fit and sound demo, I actually got this caught up on my professional microphone. So yeah, in terms of durability, I did not hold any punches with these earbuds, and I have to say, they held up really well. The overall durability on these is top notch. Now, for reference, I did not drop these, and I would have to credit that to the magnet technology, because when I'm not wearing them, I just wear them around my neck like a necklace, and then they don't go anywhere. So I didn't drop these, but best believe I snagged this cable on pretty much everything that you can snag the cable on, and it still looks and functions as if brand new, right? So good stuff there. And I did fall asleep with these earbuds in my ears, and I didn't have any issues, okay? So in terms of the durability, again, I would have to say these earbuds are top notch, but you still want to remember, you do want to be extremely careful, because all it does take is one good drop and you may potentially break these, and then you've lost money on your Bluetooth earbud investment. And then especially with this cable that makes it kind of like a necklace style earbud, these cables can snag on just about anything. Don't believe me? You'll see. I did. I snagged these cables on just about everything. But you do want to be extremely careful. But if you are a more clumsy individual, much like myself, these earbuds are more apt to survive. Okay, so durability wise, these are top notch, again, in my opinion, and based on my experience. Okay, now let's keep it moving now. So up next now, let's talk about another important category when we talk about these earbuds. Let's talk about the overall battery life and the overall charge times of these earbuds right here. Now, in terms of the overall battery life, right? The manufacturer quoted that these earbuds should get you anywhere between 12 to 13 hours on a single charge. One thing I want y'all to keep in mind is I do not know what volume level SoundPEATS tested the earbuds at. I tested mine at 35% volume and 50% volume respectfully. And whew, when I show y'all my stats, when I tell you the battery life on these is phenomenal, top notch, oh yeah, it really is. But the manufacturer quoted these as having a battery life of 12 to 13 hours on a single charge. And then the manufacturer quoted that these earbuds should take an hour and a half to reach a full charge. And they should have about 100 hours of standby if you don't use them. Now, pause. I can indeed vouch for that standby time. And it was way longer than 100 hours, trust me, because I actually got these earbuds and the other headphones that I just finished coverage on pretty much around the same time, and I charged them up at the same time, but I chose to review the headphones first. And when I tell you those headphones had crazy, stupid, phenomenal, top-notch battery life, meaning these were sitting for a good 3 weeks on full charge, and I was able to pick them up and just start using them. I didn't have to charge them again. I can vouch for that 100 hours of standby battery life. It's actually a lot better than that, in my opinion. Now, all these manufacturers do say that you don't want to leave your Bluetooth accessories sitting for more than 3 months without giving them a charge. So ideally, I could have let these sit for 3 months and then all I had to do was charge them up and I could keep using them. But all the Bluetooth earbud manufacturers, they always say, if you're gonna put your earbuds down and not use them for extended periods of time, you do want to make sure you charge them at least once every 3 months, okay? That way the battery in the earbuds doesn't lose its surface charge and then you start having a whole bunch of issues. But in terms of the standby time for these earbuds, it's a lot better than 100 hours in my opinion, because I literally used the other headphones for 3 weeks straight before I picked these up and started using them, and they still had 100% charge when I picked them up and started using them. So the standby time on these earbuds is actually top notch. That's not really something I talk about often because I really don't. I'm all about active usage time. I'm not really big on standby time, but I just had to tell y'all I was pleasantly surprised to see that I didn't have to charge these after letting them sit for about 3 weeks. So standby time on these is top notch. Now, that goes over the manufacturer's estimates. Now let's get into my actual results and my actual experiences. Now in my testing, again, which was done at 35% volume and 50% volume respectively, I was averaging anywhere between 16 to 18 hours on a single charge, right? So these easily got me through a 12-hour workday and then some, depending on how heavily I was using them for any one particular day. Even in some days they got me up to a day and a half. Okay, so it all depends on your usage style. And remember, guys and gals, maybe you're new to the channel, but I consider myself to be an extremely heavy user. Any and everything that I can do with my devices, I do with my devices, okay? Your guys and gals results may vary because we all use our devices differently, okay? So at least when we talk about the charge times, I was averaging between 16 and 18 hours on a single charge. Now, when we talk about the, what was that? Oh, when we talk about battery life, I said that backwards. I was averaging 16 to 18 hours of battery life on a single charge. Now, when we talk about charge times, I actually averaged a little bit higher than an hour and a half. Now, In my testing, I did about 4 tests and then I got the average. But in my testing, if you charge these up right when they give you the low battery audible notification, it will tell you low battery about 4 times. When you hit about 10%, you'll get that low battery notification. If you charge these up right when you get that first one, they're gonna charge up in a little bit less than an hour and a half, right? The fastest charge I got on these, let me look at my notes. The fastest charge I got on these was 1 hour and 19 minutes, okay? So if you catch them at the low battery notification and charge them up, it's gonna charge up a lot faster than 1 hour and a half. Now, for me, I was constantly running them down to dead. That's why I feel like I averaged a little bit higher than the manufacturer's estimated charge time, because I averaged 1 hour and 39 minutes to reach a full charge. But that could just be because I was constantly running them down to dead. I wasn't plugging them in regularly at the low battery notification, okay? So at least for me, when we talk about the charge times, again, I charged up the earbuds in about an average of 1 hour and 39 minutes. So a little bit slower than the manufacturer's advertised estimate, but that could just come down to user error or the fact that I love to run the battery all the way down, okay? And then another thing I noticed is that when you do run the battery all the way down, they do take a lot longer to reach a full charge, but that's to be expected. My slowest full charge was 2 hours, okay? Now, for reference, when you plug them in, and I think I showed this in the unboxing and first impressions, when you plug them in with the USB Type-C port here, I'm very happy to see that, the light turns red. That indicates that they're charging, and then when they're fully charged, this light turns blue, okay? So red means they're charging and blue means they're fully charged, all right? And again, my slowest charge time was 2 hours. My fastest charge time was 1 hour and 19 minutes. So it all just depends on what percentage you plug the earbuds into the charger at. Your charging speeds, much like your battery life, may vary because we all charge our devices differently, okay? But at least for me, in terms of the battery life, I was averaging between 16 and 18 hours on a single charge. And in terms of the charge times, I was averaging about 1 hour and 39 minutes to reach a full charge, okay? That goes over the charge times, that goes over the overall battery life. Now let's move on to the next category. So up next now, I just want to summarize the positives and the negatives of these earbuds, and then we're going to talk about the overall pricing, the overall availability. I'm going to get into my final thoughts and make my overall recommendations. All right, so if you watch no other part of this full review, as long as you watch this next category, you should get a good overall general idea of how I feel about these earbuds. And as I always say, I am not perfect and I never claim to be. So if you pick up these earbuds and you experience a positive that I did not mention in this video, please leave that feedback down below in the comments. And or if you experience a negative that I did not mention in this video, please leave that feedback down below in the comments as well. Remember, all feedback is welcome, guys and gals. Just remember to keep it respectful, please. We're all grown-ups. We should be able to respectfully share our opinions. All right? So without further ado, let's jump into the positives and negatives category. And again, I'll have a full list of the positives and the negatives thrown up in post. So please feel free to pause the video wherever you see the list that you're interested in if you would like to take your time and read it. All right, but jumping into the positives first, okay? The overall build quality and design on these is top notch, right? In terms of the core feature set, the core feature set on these is extremely solid, right? The overall sound quality, volume, and bass on these is good. The overall microphone quality on these is top notch. The overall Bluetooth range on these is really good. The overall durability on these is top notch. These are extremely comfortable for extended listening sessions, and they are available at a really great price. Okay, that goes over all of the positives. Oh, and they incorporate USB Type-C. That can go in the core features area because, but that goes over all the positives right there. Now, jumping over to the other side of the coin and talking about the negatives. Honestly, the only negative that I kept running into is that they're not truly wireless. I do wish that there wasn't a cable connecting these. So I kind of wish that they were just earbud, no cable, and then the microphone was built into the earbuds, and then they had like a charging case. This way I could stop snagging this cable on everything, because that got really annoying after a while. Like, I know I'm clumsy, and I know, but every so often you snagging your earbuds on stuff because you're not realizing it. That got really annoying. So I kind of wish that these were truly wireless and there was no cable connecting them. But I can see the benefits as to why they did that, because when you have it like this, you can actually incorporate a pretty big battery into this housing. And you can also incorporate a really good microphone into this housing. So I'm kind of calling this housing and this interconnected cable a negative, because I just kept snagging it on everything. But I can understand why they did it like this, because it allows them to get better performance out of their product. But that's a negative for me. I wish these were truly wireless. Okay, so I wish there were no cables to fight with. But that's just me. That's just my personal preference. You guys and gals may not have that issue, or you might be extremely clumsy like me and you definitely have that issue. But that's the only negative that I experienced with these earbuds in my time with them. Okay, I do wish they were truly wireless. Now, almost choked for a minute. Now, that goes over the positives, that goes over the negatives. Now let's get into the final part of this review. Let's talk pricing. Let's talk overall availability. Let me get into sharing my final thoughts, and let me make an overall recommendation. Now, before we talk pricing, I do feel like I have to disclose this. This was another product that came into the channel thanks in large part to the Amazon Vine program. So what does that mean? This product came into the channel completely free of charge, right? And all I have to do is use the product and write up an overall full written review as to how I feel about the product and submit that to be published on Amazon, and then these earbuds are mine to keep. Okay? But as I always say, the fact that these came in free of charge does not influence my overall opinions. On my channel, on this channel right here, I reserve the right to keep it straight 100 around here. Sorry, I was channeling my inner Cat Williams for a minute there, but sorry. But I always reserve the right to keep it straight 100 around here. That's just what I do. So if these came into the channel and they sucked and I didn't like them, I would tell you why they suck and why I don't like them. And if these came into the channel and I love them, I would tell you why I love them and if I could recommend them. Okay? But these did come into the channel free of charge. Okay? Just so everyone knows. Because we're all about keeping it straight 100 around here. That being said, I did do my due diligence and I scoured the internet. Damn, I'm getting tired of doing research across the internet. So many sleepless hours. But I did scour the internet and I found these bad boys ranging in price from about $20 to at most $30. Okay? So let's check the live listing for Amazon right now. Let's do this. So jumping over to Amazon, let me go to my orders and let's go to the live listing and let me see what we're working with here. All right, so yeah, right now these bad boys are on sale. So on Amazon, on the live listing, they're on sale for 12% off. Or no, my bad, 28% off, bringing the price down to $21.59. Originally, they were $29.99. So originally, they were $30. But they're on sale right now as of the recording of this video. It is January 17th, 2024. And they're on sale for 28% off on Amazon, making them $21.59. Okay? Now, if you get it from other sources, you might see it as expensive as $30. That's the highest I saw it. But on Amazon, if you get it after the recording of this video or when this video drops, it might be as cheap as $21. Okay? That being said, let's see if there are any used ones. Nope, there's no used ones available. So brand new is all you can get from Amazon. But that's the price. So between $21 and $30 is what I was able to find it for. And I'll have all the affiliated buy links for these earbuds located down below in the video description, as I always do. The video description will also contain my extended coverage on these earbuds. So down below in the video description will be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. And as the name implies, the video description will contain affiliated buy links, meaning that when you make your purchase using those affiliated buy links, I do get a small percentage of kickback or commission that I do put directly back into the channel, and that's at no additional cost to you guys and gals. So those affiliated buy links are like a win-win for everyone, in my opinion. Okay? But for that price of between $21 and $30, can I recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick up these earbuds? Okay? Honestly, yes. Yes, I can. Because, I mean, you're getting a really, really good device for a really great price. Again, you're getting really great battery life. You're getting really good microphone performance. You're getting really good comfort. You're getting this all for a really great price. So can I recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick these earbuds up? Well, if you're in the market for it, I would have to say yes. Yes, indeed. Are these perfect? No. Do they definitely need some improvements in certain areas? Yes. But for what they deliver and for the price, I can easily recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick these up. They should serve you well. Now, time for the all-important question. Am I going to be keeping these? Honestly, no. No. I have a friend of mine that is actually in the market for some earbuds. So I'm gonna be going ahead and hitting her up after this video, and I think she's really gonna enjoy these. But I did enjoy my time with them. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna be keeping these, but they should serve her well, and I think she should really enjoy them. All right, everyone, that does it for today's video. I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. I hope everyone found it helpful. If you did, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. Also, because this video was over 35 minutes, it will be fully time-stamped. The timestamps will be located down below in the video description. So please feel free to check out the video description if you would like to jump around to different parts of the video. Just in case you're the type of person that can't watch it all in one sitting, those timestamps are for you. Okay? But if you can sit down and watch the whole thing in one sitting, I do appreciate it. You don't know how much. All right? I hope you guys and gals are having a great day. I hope you guys and gals are staying safe out there. And I will catch everyone in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. We are out of here. Peace. yeah, man, I really enjoyed these, man. I really enjoyed these. I just wish that they were truly wireless. But it is what it is. Have a good one, everybody. We're out of here. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.